Okay, and a good afternoon to you here on PCC TV, production of college softball. Is the East LA College Huskies taking on the PCC Lancers at Robinson Park here in Pasadena, California. And it is a windy afternoon, blowing from left to right. And the Lancers come in winning 3 of their last 5. Their last outing, there was a 5-2 victory over LA Harbor. And the Lancers come into this game trailing Mount San Antonio by 6.5 games in the SCC North. Although they are solidly in second place, 2 games ahead of Chaffey College, with a handful of games left to play. And today on the mound, Coach Tanzingler has decided to put on the hill Austin Helmuth, the freshman out of San Dimas. And this should be a wonderful exhibition for you to watch. Watching Austin warm up, she definitely knows how to shape her off-speed pitches as well as work both sides of the plate as well as up and down in the zone. Looking forward to this one. It looks like we're about ready to get going. Leading off for the Huskies is going to be number 24. Let's see here, the third baseman. And here we go. Pitch taken on the inside for strike 1. That pitch is low, evens it up at 1-1. Austin Helmuth has had 22 appearances this season, 12 starts with a record of 7-6 with 1 save. And we're just going to jump right back into this at bat. Ball 2 inside. 8 complete games, 91 2/3 innings, surrendering 102 hits, 45 runs, 32 of which were earned. And the pitch is taken inside for, oh, never mind. Strike 2 evens it up at 2 apiece. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Nobody out here in the top of the first inning. Helmuth at the ready. And the pitch. Smack down the third base line. That was driven foul. Still 2-2 here in the early going. For the Lancers defensively, it's Diaz at third, Medrano at short, Ruiz at second. First base is Douglas. And we'll get to the outfield alignment after this next pitch. Number to third base, picked up swiftly, thrown over to first for the first out of the game. Now got up as the center fielder Flores, number 7. ELAC is coached by Erica Blanco in her 8th season at ELAC. 18 years of a coaching career in total. Here's the first pitch to Flores. Taken on the outside half for a strike. Erica Blanco in her playing days was at Fresno State actually. Going to the College World Series in '95. Second pitch smacked down to third. Again, snagged by Diaz, who throws it over to first for the second out of the inning. Helmuth working very efficiently in this first half of the first. And here we go, looking to go 1-2-3. Helmuth with the pitch. Slapped into center field, and that's going to be the first hit of the game with the single. Julie Granadino. Now coming up will be the catcher, Johns. Looking to extend the Huskies portion of the first. Helmuth has had a really good freshman season here, averaging 2.67 strikeouts per 7 innings. Oh, and that right there was the off-speed pitch. Tremendous pitch. He hides it really well. Good deception on that, which is large in part one of the reasons she has a 2.44 ERA on the season. John steps in. Thought about it again. Quick throw over to first by Chacon. Now Chacon goes out to talk to Hellmuth and is joined in the discussion by Medrano. Make that the rest of the infield. And the umpire, in an effort to get this game going along, will go out and interrupt and get this game back on track and in line. John's taking the opportunity to go down to the third base line and talk to Coach Blanco. And we are back here with this at bat. 2 outs, 1 on, top of the first. 1 ball, 1 strike. And the catcher, John's at the plate. Hellmuth at the ready. And it is poked out of bounds to the right and into traffic. That's ball, strike 2, ball 1. 2 strikes, 2 outs, 1 on. Hellmuth really has him guessing already. Great change of speeds. As John's lunging, near the foul ball off to the right. Floater in there for ball 2. Umpire had to take a moment to think about that one, but ultimately decided it was a ball. Deuces wild, 1 on the river. We are here in the top of the first. Robinson Park. And that one is fouled away to the right side again. And in the Lancers half of the first, it will be Diaz, Medrano, and Velasquez. But first things first, Hellmuth trying to put away Johns. Swung on, FYP, field your own position there. Austin Hellmuth with the snag, and that'll do it for the Huskies in here in the first. And again, coming up for the Lancers, it'll be Diaz, Medrano, and Velasquez. As we touched upon briefly in the start of the game, the Lancers are coming off of a victory and have won 3 of their last 5 as they look to build upon kind of a strong run of the season. They had a streak of 7 straight victories at one point during the season. And on the hill for the Huskies, it's going to be Majesty Shomo, 5'4" freshman out of Montebello, California by way of Century High School. Let's see, what do we have on Shomo? I can't tell you, she's a definite power pitcher. In the warm-up, really working that rise ball, has a considerably sharp break on her breaking ball. And should be a challenge to these Husky hitters who are actually on a roll, racking up double-digit hits in 4 of the last 5 games, including 10 in their last effort against LA Harbor. And coming to the plate now for the Lancers, number 4, playing third base today, Danielle, nope, I am correct. Playing third base, number 21, Samantha Diaz, freshman out of Monrovia, California, Monrovia High School. Diaz steps to the plate. And Shomo starts her off with a first pitch fastball, or first pitch for a strike. And the winds are really kicking up here today. Off speed up and well away for the first ball of the at-bat. Danielle Ruiz is hitting .351 on the season, .471 on base percentage. Being followed by Medrano. Diaz thought about swinging at that one, but it's going to be strike 2 of the at-bat. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Nobody on, nobody out here in the bottom half of the first inning. From Robinson Park, it's your Lancers versus the Huskies of East Los Angeles College. And here's the pitch. Slap into 5.5 hole. Shortstop cannot come up with it, and Diaz will find herself on first with a single. Now coming to the plate is number 6, Katie Medrano, the shortstop for today's afternoon. And she is hitting an astonishing .403 with a .552 on-base percentage, .642 slugging, 3 home runs, 23 RBIs. Looking to, at the very least, move Diaz over. Squares around, pulls it back, and Diaz gets well off first. Gonna make the catcher work today, it looks like. Coach Tantlinger goes through the signs, and Medrano has her marching orders. First base crashing in hard. Squares around the bunt. Bunts it foul. Diaz did get a good jump, but will have to go back. When a bunt play is called, is really important. Execution is key. Without execution, a play call is just that. And Medrano's going to square around again. Third base joining the first base and crashing in. Pulls it back. Diaz is going to steal second. And she is in there ahead of the throw from Johns. And now Medrano has an RBI opportunity. Runner on second, nobody out. 2-1 count. And smack to left field. It's going to bounce. Diaz will hold at third, and Medrano has herself a single. As the Lancers threaten here in the bottom of the first. Stepping to the plate, number 5, the left fielder for this afternoon's game, Natalia Velasquez, hitting a .330 with an on-base percentage of .384, 22 RBIs, and this is definitely an RBI opportunity. First and third for the Lancers, nobody out. And their left fielder at the plate. She too will square around, pulls it back quickly. Medrano draws a throw to second as she attempts to steal. Diaz scores on the play. Medrano picked off in the pickle, but the run does score. And that is a quick lead for the Lancers, 1-0, as they pulled off the double steal. And Diaz comes home with the first run of the game. Bases are cleared, 1 out. And Velasquez is still at the plate. And that pitch is in there for a strike. And the winds are really kicking up, as you can see the dust coming off the all dirt infield here. And that is slapped down the right field line, and it's gonna go foul. 2 balls, 1 strike is the count. Nobody on, 1 out here in the bottom of the first. Lancers lead the Huskies 1-0. And you can see on that replay, it was a well-designed double steal. Medrano draws the throw. We're back here live. And Shoma wastes 1 on the outside. And wrapped down the left field line, that's going to be foul. Medrano well ahead of that one. Or Velasquez, rather. The wind is wreaking havoc out here with the outfield wall. And the pitch. Smack down over the pitcher mound to the shortstop. Shortstop throws to first, and that'll be out number 2. Velasquez is out 6-3 on the ground out. Now stepping to the plate, number 4, the second baseman, Danielle Ruiz, hitting a robust .351 with a .471 on-base percentage, .456 slugging. Open stance takes the first pitch for a strike on the outer half. Quickly steps back in. Shows bunt, pulls it back. Takes the outside pitch up and away for ball 1. 1-1, 2 outs. And she'll square around, pull it back. Seems to be more habit than actual strategy. Ball 2 up and away. 2-1 is the count, 2 outs. Bases are empty. And again, the winds are blowing in from left to right. That'll be ball 3, low and inside. Ruiz is a very patient hitter with 13 walks, only 9 strikeouts on the season. And she draws the 2-out walk, and that's going to bring the DH to the plate. Number 15, Lexi Rios. Should she find a way on, she'll be followed by the catcher, Jenny Chacon. And Ruiz is stolen second. She got a great jump. The throw was not in time. And now Rios finds herself with an RBI opportunity in the early going. 2 RBIs on the season. She squares around, now pulls it back. And it's a number to the mound, and it's taken by the pitcher to the first base for the inning-ending ground out. At the end of 1, it's Lancers 1, East Los Angeles 0 here at Robinson Park in Pasadena, California. And you're watching a Thursday afternoon broadcast on PCC TV. I'm your announcer, Alfonso Hernandez. And the Lancers take their positions back out on the field. Coming up for the Huskies, it will be Torres, Duran, and Perez. And back out for her second inning of work is Austin Helmuth. Out of the outfield, you have Leilani Montanez warming up, the lefty. Out of Monrovia as well. Again, Helmuth in the first had quick work. Working both sides of the plate, varying speeds, hiding the ball very well. And that'll do it for the warm-up tosses as the Lancers are ready and ripping to go. Okay, and we are back and ready to go here. It's the top of the second. Huskies at the bat. Austin Helmuth slinging the play for the Lancers. And first pitch is taken on the outside corner for ball number 1. And the pitch. Slapped out to left field. That will be easy work for Velasquez in left field, and we have the first out of the inning. 2 pitches, 1 out here in the second. And here we go. The quick work, and Helmuth is back at it. Inside pitch for a strike. All right. That is 0-1, 1 out here in the top of the second. Pitch taken high for a ball, 1-1 with 1 out. And that one's going to be nubbed out to second base. Ruiz is there for out number 2. And the rationale for Montanez warming up may be that the Lancers do have a bit of an impacted schedule coming up due to some rainouts that happened earlier in the season. I believe they'll have 8 games in 12 days coming up. And Helmuth trying to make quick work here in the second. The first pitch is on the outside corner for strike 1. And the pitch. Slap to the second shortstop Medrano. Medrano has it, throws over to first, and that'll do it. Another 1-2-3 inning for Austin Helmuth, and the Lancers come back up to play. And it'll be Chacon, Perez, and Allen at the bat for the Lancers. If anyone gets on, it'll be Douglas. For the Huskies, it'll be Shomo coming out for her second inning. And as is the case in most softball games, the in-between innings, everybody warms up just to be at the ready. Gotta enjoy it here. And we got things blowing all over the place here as the winds continue to gust up. And always getting some assistance here. Thank you very much. Again, you're watching PCC TV, a production of Pasadena City College television radio program here, and we are ready to get back to action. Thought about a bunt, pulled it back. And that one is in there for strike 1 of the at-bat. It's the catcher, number 8, Jenny Chacon, freshman out of Crescentia Valley, La Crescenta High School. And she drops out a bunt. It's going to be trouble. Shomo goes over and does not have a play, and Chacon finds herself at first. That bunt literally just died on impact. Now coming to the plate, the center fielder, Gabi Perez, freshman out of Esteban Torres Los Angeles High School, or Esteban Torres High School in Los Angeles. She too will drop down a bunt. Johns comes crashing and does not have it. And the Lancers threaten with the bottom portion of the lineup. Now stepping to the plate, the right fielder for this afternoon, Elise Allen, sophomore out of Burroughs. She too will square around a bunt. Pulls it back, takes that first pitch for a ball. 1 ball, no strikes. 2 runners on for the Lancers here, first and second. And the first baseman is prepared to crash. And that bunt is fouled into the backstop. That'll be even it up at 1-1. Nobody out, 2 runners on. And Coach Antlinger reassures Allen of her instructions. Now the third baseman joins the first baseman in really tightening up the area. And that one's fouled straight back into the screen. 1 ball, 2 strikes, nobody out here in the bottom of the second. Lancers manufacture a run of the first and are challenging and threatening here. And here he pulls it back and smacks it towards second base. Oh, second base out, double play opportunity missed there as it fumbled. And Chacon comes in from second with the scoring play after the bobble by the second baseman. And let's check this out. See it smack down to second base. Second base has it, probably started a little too early. And here comes Chacon to score. The rugged slide there. And the Lancers lead 2-0. Coach Blanco out to talk to Shomo in the infield. We'll see where we are at this point. And when we return, it'll be the first baseman, Valley Feeblis. Playing first this afternoon, the freshman out of Encino by way of Birmingham Charter High School. The lefty Feeblis has a RBI opportunity 2 on the base pass. She'll drop down a bunt. It'll be Johns picking it up quick to first, and they get the first out of the inning. Feeblis does her job, moves the runners over to second and third, and the lineup will turn over with Samantha Diaz coming up with an opportunity to drive 2 more runners in here. 1 down in the bottom of the second. Lancers still threatening with 2 runners on. First pitch taken for a strike. Shomo trying to get herself out of trouble here. And that's smacked on the third base line, and it'll be foul. For her part, Shomo has gotten the Lancers hitters to be out in front. Coach Stantlinger has a definite game plan to make the defense work. That pitch taken on the outer half for ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out, 2 runners on, second and third. And it is Samantha Diaz at the plate. And here's the pitch. Pulled foul on the inner low and away half, low and inside. Fights off that pitch. That pitch is taken on the outside. 2-2, 1 out. Runner still second and third as Diaz is battling here. Shomo trying to put her away. Rise ball is high for ball 3. The count is full. This at bat hangs in the balance. Which way is it going to go? And it's popped up to center. Getting ready to tag is Perez. And here she comes. The throw coming to the plate. And it's cut off and thrown to third for the third out of the inning, but the run does score, and the Lancers have the lead 3-0. as Allen is cut down at third. Let's go to a replay here and just see exactly what happened. You see the fly ball to the center fielder. Has it with the throw. First baseman cuts it off and is able to get the runner in at home before the runner can be tagged out at third, which leaves us Lancers lead 3-0. And it'll be Hellmuth going back out for her third inning of the day. Has had a relatively easy first 2 innings. Hasn't really had to dive deep into her repertoire. And Montanez continues to warm up in the outfield. We may or may not see her today. As Hellmuth is a bit of a workhorse with 8 complete games on the season. Coach Marshall and Peralta have somewhat fixed the outfield issues out in right. The winds have wreaked havoc on the surface today. And we are just about ready to get this third inning underway. Here we go with action in the third inning here. Top of the third, nobody on, nobody out. And that one bounces low, ball 1. And that second pitch is up and away. For ball 2, 2 balls, no strikes, nobody on, nobody out here in the top of the third. Lancers lead 3-0. And ball 3. Hellmuth has started this inning with 3 straight balls. They do not want to follow up a run scoring inning with a leadoff walk. And that pitch spins in there for strike 1. And that is slapped to right field, and Allen is there for the catch. Hellmuth ran that count deep. And we're going to a replay on it here. And hit down to Ruiz. Ruiz over to Feeblis, and that'll be the second out of the inning. Quick work here from Hellmuth. And Granadino comes to the plate. And that is snapped to the left. Diving attempt by Velasquez. It'll roll to the fence, and it'll be a triple at least. Nope, holds it at a double. Well done by Velasquez to quickly get to that ball and get the ball in. And what should have been a triple is reduced to a double. Huskies looking to have a little 2-out rally here. It'll be DeAlba at the plate. One on, 2 outs here in the top of the third. And Helmuth starts it off with a strike. And the winds have shifted a bit, blowing from right to left. Helmuth jumps out to a 0-2 count here. 2 outs, 1 on. Helmuth looking to finish it off. And that is taken for a ball on the outer half. Ball 2 taken high. The Lancers, when they take their portion of the third, it'll be Medrano, Velasquez, and Ruiz coming up. But Helmuth trying to get there here. And she's run the count full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Helmuth steps off, composes herself, and now she's back at the ready. And that is wrapped foul to the left side. Fieldless goes to Helmuth to offer some words of advice here. And we're back. And that is fouled off to the right and into the screen. Nice battle here between Helmuth and DeAlba. We're at a single here, 2 outs, full count. And that hits her. Dead ball will give the runner the first. And we have 2 outs, 2 on, first and second. Helmuth has pitched herself into a little bit of a jam right here to see if she can get out of it. Starts her off with the first pitch for a strike, painting the black. No balls, 1 strike, 2 outs, 2 on. Spins that one in, but a bit too far in for ball 1. 1-1 is the count. 2 outs, 2 on here in the top of the third. Lancers lead 3-0. And it's slapped to the second baseman, who comes up with it quickly and easily. And the threat is nullified by Helmuth and the Lancers. And at the end of 2.5, the Lancers lead 3-0 here on PCC TV. Tuesday afternoon broadcast of Lancers softball. And again, coming up for the Lancers here in the bottom half of the third will be Kaylee Medrano, Natalia Velasquez, and Danielle Ruiz. For the Huskies, it's going to be Shomo coming out for her 3rd inning of work. And exciting for Coach Monica Tantlinger. It's her 6th season here at Pasadena City College with a career record of 105, 94, and 1. They were 2017 and 18 SoCal playoff qualifiers and are looking to do so again this season. Again, they are 2nd place in the SCC North, trailing Mount San Antonio College by 6.5 games, and lead Chaffee in that pursuit of 2nd by 2 games. And again, leading it off will be Kaylee Medrano, followed by Natalia Velasquez. Medrano is the RBI leader for the Lancers with 23. First pitch in there for a strike. Medrano has a real good idea of the strike zone with 18 walks to only 4 strikeouts for the season and a .552 on base percentage. He squares and pulls it back. That is in there for ball 1. Count is even at 1. Nobody on, nobody out. Here in the bottom of the 3rd. Robinson Park, Pasadena. And the pitch. That is low and away for ball 2. 2-1 is the count here. Medrano to be followed by Velasquez. Medrano working the count. Squares the bunt. Pulls it back. And wrapped between the 3rd and the shortstop. And that'll be her 2nd hit of the afternoon. A single to the left. Coming up, Natalia Velasquez. 22 RBIs in the season. Another one of the Lancers with great plate discipline. 9 walks, 5 strikeouts, 500 slugging percentage. Medrano over at first is 7-9 on steals for the season. Been caught twice. Johns may be challenged behind the plate. Medrano with a substantial lead off of first. The count is 2-0. Squares, pulls back. Ball 3 up. Johns with a throw to first. And Medrano gets back with plenty of time. The count is 3-0. Nobody on, one on, nobody out. Lancers lead by 3. Velasquez will square and pull back. Pitch is in there on the inner half for strike 1. 3-1 is the count. Inside for ball 4. That'll put 2 on with Danielle Ruiz coming to the plate. Has 14 RBIs on the season with an opportunity for at least 1 more out on the base paths. All right, and Ruiz squares around, pulls it back, and the pitch is in there, taken for a strike. 0-1 is the count. Nobody out. 2 runners on, first and second. And Ruiz has to jump over that one. And that one is slapped to the right side, and it'll be up and out of play. And again, the wind causing some challenges for everybody involved here. And Ruiz will square around, runners on first and second. Pitch taken away for ball 2. 2-1 is the count. Make that 2-2. With nobody out, 2 runners on. Ruiz will square around a bunt and pulls it back. Wrap to the left side, foul. And the pitch. Again, fouled off another one. She is battling here. Making Shomo go through all the pitches available. It's one thing Lancers do well is work the count. And that one is wrapped to center field. It's going to be a line drive caught. And they've doubled up Medrano. The strong throw from center field. Medrano went on contact and was gunned down at second. And Ruiz wraps it to center, and the center fielders had that well played. Medrano got way too far off and was picked at second. Leaving it to Rios to 1 runner on. 2 outs here. Velasquez at first. The minor laps definitely cost them an opportunity at a big rally that could have put this game away. And Rios takes the second pitch for ball 2. 2-0 is the count. 2 outs, 1 on here in the bottom of the third. And the pitch. Inside, taken for ball 3. 3-0 is the count. Coach Challenger has definitely developed a lineup willing to be patient. That is taken for strike 1. 3-1 is the count, 2 outs. Here in the bottom of the third, 1 runner on. And that is Natalia Velasquez, the left fielder for the Lancers. And that is hit to the shortstop, fielded and thrown over to first. And Ruiz is the 3rd out of the 3rd inning. And we are moving on to the 4th. Lancers lead 3-0. And the Lancers take their time coming back out up on the hill. Umpire here to clean the dish. And Coach Blanco is kind of rallying the troops for East Los Angeles. Youth is back for the 4th inning of work. Ruiz has the ball waiting for outside the circle, which is a good touch. Thankfully she was not in the circle. That creates a bit of an issue. And Chacona's last out for the Lancers as Helmuth is ready for her warm-up tosses. And again, following this game for the Lancers, like I said, they have a very impacted schedule going forward with 8 games in 12 days. All on account of the handful of rainouts that occurred last month. Really threw everything into just unbearable situation. Coming up for the Lancers after today's game, the Lancers will move on to a road game at Saddleback, April 10th, 5 p.m., followed by a home game back here at Robinson Park on the 11th at 2:30. And we are back here with action live in the 4th inning. Austin Hellmuth back at work. Huskies first baseman steps in. That one bounced in for ball 1 here in the top of the 4th. One-oh pitch on its way. And that one is slapped to right field. Over to it easily is Allen. Ball began to tail and caught up in the wind and stayed up. As you see, Allen had that well track going towards the line. Easy can of corn catch. One out here in the top of the 4th. And Hellmuth pumps that one in there for a strike. 1-0. 0-1 is the count here. 1 out. Nobody on for the Huskies. Lancers still lead 3-0. And that is taken on the outside corner for ball 1. 1-1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out here in the top of the 4th. Huskies have had 1 runner get to second so far today. And that one is going to be poked into the outfield. Chance for Allen to throw. Oh, and that is overthrown. But Chacon, Jenny on the spot, if you will. Back it up first with that throw. An ambitious attempt by Allen, as she overshot Feeblis on that throw. But it was well worth the effort. No harm, no foul. Runner on first, 1 out. Hellmuth back to work. And that is stopped from Medrano at shortstop. Steps on second, throws over to first. And the runner is safe with the slide as Feeblis was pulled off the bag and missed the tag. Extending this inning, 2 outs. Runner at first. Huskies trying to make something happen here. And it'll be Mendez at the plate for the Huskies. And that one is ball 1 on the inner half. The open stance, Mendez waiting. And fouls off the first strike of the at-bat. 1-1, 2 outs, runner on first. Hellmuth being hit a little bit more this inning than she has been in the first 3. But the Huskies have only had 1 runner get to second. And that one is slapped on the line. It'll be fouled to the right side. And we have 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 1 runner on. And the Lancers lead. There you go, looking to put her away. Hellmuth comes forward. Up in the zone, Chacon with the throw down second. Medrano gets it, but no tag as that base is stolen. Serrano gets there easily. As you can see, there was a bit of a hesitation by Chacon's throw to second. And that one is right there and snagged by Ruiz. And that'll do it here in the 4th as the Huskies somewhat threaten, but are snuffed in the 4th. Lancers stay on top, 3-0. And it'll be Shomo coming out for her 4th inning of work. Coach Peralta taking his position over at first. And that's Coach Tantlinger talking to Medrano. As it was probably just a little bit of a discussion as to what happened in the previous inning where Medrano got caught off a little bit too far off second. Coach Monica Tantlinger, again, tremendous coach. Her playing days were at Antelope Valley College. And a nice bit of honor is that she is the president of the California Community College Fast Pitch Coaches Association. Just to give you a little bit of perspective of how nice the surroundings we have here. You got the San Gabriel Mountains with all this plush greenage. And we bring it back here in the bottom of the fourth for the Lancers. It is the catcher, Jenny Chacon, taking the first pitch for a strike. The first baseman well up the line. And that is taken for a ball, evening it up at 1-1. Nobody out here in the top of the fourth. And Chacon squares. She'll pull it back and swing away. Foul tip off and just to the right of the catcher. That'll be 1 ball, 2 strikes here. Shomo going to try and put her away if she can. Chacon going to try and stay alive. Well taken pitch on the outer half. That's going to be 2 balls, 2 strikes, evening it up. And the pitch. That one is hit between the left and the center fielder. It's going to fall. Bold diving attempts and sliding. Chacon's going to run with a stand-up double to start it off here in the fourth for the Lancers, providing Perez with an RBI opportunity. And let's take a look at it. Z right there is right in between the left and the center fielder. And you can see almost calamity as they both slide right past each other. And we have a pitching change here for the Huskies. Looks to be Emily Sanchez out of Schur High School in Los Angeles. A little bit different pitcher than Shomo. She utilizes more of a rise ball and a cutback. And Sanchez's wrap. Oh, never mind. That is Acosta wrapping up her. And here we go. Sanchez comes, or actually, I believe it's Acosta, comes in here with a runner at second. Nobody out. And a definite run scoring threat here in the form of center fielder Gabi Perez. Looking to add to her 10 RBIs on the season. The left-handed hitting Perez is hitting .264 on the season, .316 on base, and a .458 slugging. Coach Tantlinger going through the signs with Chacon at second. 1 on, nobody out. Perez pulled back the bunt. First baseman was crashing hard. As the Huskies have the wheel play on. Ready and prepared to cover the bunt should it happen. And ball taken in for a strike. 1-1 is the count. Nobody out. 1 on at second. And again, the Lancers are threatening, leading 3-0. Perez ready to hit. slap down to the shortstop. Chacon runs in front of her. Throw to first. He'll get Perez for the first out of the inning here. Moves the runner over to third. And passes the baton on to Allen. Looking to drive the runner in. Elise Allen hitting .286 on the season, .479 on base with 8 RBIs, 10 walks to 7 strikeouts. Looking to drive in the Lancers' 4th run of the evening. Runs up, does not swing it, take it for a ball. 1-0 is the count. Runner at third, representing what could be the 4th run of the game. And it's the right fielder, Allen, at the plate. Allen showing bunt, pulls it back. Z does drop the bunt down third base line. Third base picks it up, scoops to the catcher. Throw back to third base, and they get Chacon, who wandered off third a bit too aggressively. Coach Challenger is not pleased. That was a wasted beauty of a bunt by Allen. See just how well the Huskies played that on defense. Third baseman crashes hard, flips to the catcher. The catcher really aware and catches Chacon sleeping at third. You can't anticipate anything here. Now it is 2 outs, 1 on, the 1 strike on the count to first baseman Feeblis. First baseman way up the line. And that pitch is taken for ball 1. 1-1 is the count, 2 outs here in the bottom of the 4th. Elise Allen, the runner at first. She is 15 for 19 on steals for the season. Although at 2 outs, I don't believe stealing is an option. Fields drops the bunt, pitcher gets it, throws to the second baseman covering first, and that'll do it for the Lancers in the 4th. As the Lancers threaten, but only lead by 3. And running out of time, the Huskies huddle up, trying to get some motivation and strategy that will lead them to victory here in a comeback fashion, entering the top of the 5th. For the Lancers, it will be Hellmuth going out for her 5th inning of work. She does have 8 complete games for the season. The wind and the dust are really doing a number here, as a lot of people are getting dirt and dust in their eyes. And Hellmuth is having herself a really good game today, only allowing 3 hits so far on the afternoon. No runs, 1 walk. Coach Blanco's offense is going to have to do something here really soon, because they're running out of time. This is being the top of the 5th. They only have 3 more at-bats left to do something here, as they trail by 3. You know, leading off for the Huskies will be number 6, Destiny Avina. Pre-inning huddle for the Lancers. And here we go, we're back at it. Hellmuth with some dirt in her eye. Hopefully does not affect her accuracy. Like I said, the wind has been causing quite a bit of issues here on the field. But we are back, and here's the pitch. Floated in there for strike 1. Hellmuth has started 3 of her 5 innings with a strike. That one is wrapped down third. It'll be foul. Just out of the reach of Samantha Diaz. And we are quickly at 0-2. There's always an interesting decision to be made by a pitcher here. Do you waste a pitch or do you go right after him? Let's see what Helmuth is going to do. Spun on the inner half. Devena does not chase. And she has round the account to 1 ball, 2 strikes. Nobody on, nobody out here in the top of the 5th. And that is outside for ball 2. Evens it up at 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And that'll be down to third base. Samantha Diaz comes up with it, throws over to Feeblis. Feeblis off the bag, but makes the tag to get the out. And that is the first out of the top of the 5th. Now stepping to the plate for the Huskies is Stephanie Castro. And Helmuth for the pitch. Floater taken in for strike. She really shapes that off-speed pitch with tremendous touch. No balls, 1 strike. Rise ball high for ball 1. 1-1 is the count, 1 out. Nobody on for the Huskies here in the top of the 5th. And she drops it down. Diaz crashes and throws it to first with Ruiz covering. And we are quickly at 2 outs here in the top of the 5th. And Sanchez steps to the plate here. And that is blooped out to Medrano at short, and that'll do it for the Huskies in the 5th as the Lancers continue to lead 3-0. Here in a SEC North matchup between Pasadena City College and East Los Angeles College. And again for the Huskies, it'll be number 14, Natalie Acosta, out in her 2nd inning of work. For the Huskies. And for the Lancers, it is going to be, I believe, Diaz leading it off. So for the Huskies, who are trailing here after 5, their schedule does not get any easier. Tomorrow they'll be at the host El Camino. On the 11th, they travel to Mount San Antonio. And on the 13th, they find themselves playing Ventura with a split-side doubleheader against Fullerton. And that'll wrap up Acosta's warm-up tosses. And it is going to be Samantha Diaz, the defensive star of the last half inning, leading it off here for the Lancers. All right, as the wind causes the right field wall to lean like the Thriller video, it is Diaz at the plate for the Lancers here in the 5th. Acosta's first pitch is in there for a strike. 0-1 is the count. And both third and first baseman are in tight. And that bounces in there for ball number 1. 1 ball, 1 strike, nobody on, nobody out in the Lancer half of the 5th. Diaz has played a tremendous third base today, as well as taking some hacks at the plate. That'll be up and away for ball 2. 2-1 is the count. Diaz is second on the team in doubles with 8. And should she get on the base paths, is a threat to steal, as she has stolen 20 of 22 attempts. 2-1 is the count here. And that is taken outside. Oh, taken over the outside corner for strike 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, nobody on, nobody out here in the bottom of the 5th. And Acosta is a little bit more deliberate than Shomo, but here's the pitch. Bounced in for ball 3. Count has ran full. 3 balls, 2 strikes here to Samantha Diaz, third baseman for the Lancers. With Medrano on deck. And here's the payoff pitch. Slap down the third, fielded by the third base, throw over to first, and they get Diaz with plenty of time. And it is Medrano coming to the plate here with 1 down in the bottom of the 5th. Medrano's had an up and down day, both at the plate and in the field. Stellar defense, but some lapses on the base pass as she squares around, pulls it back, and takes the first pitch for a strike. 0-1 is the count, nobody on, 1 out, bottom of the 5th. Lancers lead 3-0. Huskies looking to hold them here, give themselves an opportunity in the 6th. That pitch taken on the inside portion for strike 2. 0-2 is the count. Costa looking to make quick work of Medrano here. Take pitching on the outside for ball 1. 1-2 is the count. Costa looking on the sign, has the one she wants. Here's the pitch. And fought off and fouled away to the right side. Medrano spoiled that pitch and lives to find another pitch. Nobody on, she has the freedom to use the entire field if she wants. Corners playing in, outfield playing straight away. Wide gap up the middle of the field. And that pitch is taken on the outside, evens it up at 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Nobody on here for the Lancers in the bottom of the 5th. And to follow behind Medrano is the left fielder Velasquez. Medrano looking to run the count. Oh, takes that one on the inside corner, emphatically called by the umpire. Strikeout looking, that is Acosta's first strikeout of the afternoon, as well as the Huskies' first strikeout of the afternoon. And looking to extend the inning is going to be Velasquez. First pitch of the at-bat is a ball. 1 ball, no strikes, 2 outs here in the Lancer half of the 5th. Velasquez looking to extend it. Should she get on, Ruiz is behind her. That pitch in there on the inner half for a strike. 1-1 is the count. Acosta has done a really good job working the inner portion of the plate. And that one is slapped down the third base line foul. and it's 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Costa's got an option here, trying to get the Huskies back to the plate. She can put Velasquez away here. And you're watching PCC TV, a production of Pasadena City College. And that one is fouled off away to the right and into the traffic here on Fair Oaks. And nothing happened. Seeing Natalia Velasquez out of Birmingham Charter High School with a .330 average, 22 RBIs in the season, 15 runs and 1 home run. Looking to extend the inning here for the Lancers in the 5th. And got her swinging for the 2nd strikeout of the game for the Huskies and 2nd strikeout for Acosta in the inning. The Lancers are stymied, but still lead 3-0 going into the 6th. Do the Huskies have anything up their sleeves going into the 6th with time running out? It's Austin Helmuth going back out for her 6th inning of work. Has had almost a near masterful performance so far. And a little inter-inning lapse taken by the Huskies. Huskies coaches have discussed what they can do to get this lineup jump-started. As they were able to put up 9 runs in the last outing. So far, nothing has gone their way offensively, as Helmuth has really done a good job of keeping their bats at bay. And here we go. We're about ready to get started here in the top of the 6th. Again, your Lancers lead 3-0 over the East Los Angeles College Huskies. And again, we're here at Robinson Park in Pasadena, one of many Robinson Parks around the Southern California area. And Helmuth is back and ready to go back to work. In there for a strike. First pitch strike for the 3rd consecutive inning. No balls, 1 strike, nobody on, nobody out here in the top of the 6th. And that's floated on the outside corner. 1-1 is the count. And that is wrapped to left. Velasquez has a beat on it and puts it away. Well struck, just hitting the wrong spot. Helmuth is having herself a performance, but just in case, number 33, Brittany Lopez out of Monrovia is warming up in the outfield. And here we go. First pitch is a ball on the outside. 1 ball, no strikes, nobody on, 1 out here in the top of the 6th. And it is Granadino at the plate. Inside pitch taken for ball 1. Granadino, 5'2" freshman out of Los Angeles with an average of .312, 35 RBIs, 14 runs, and 1 home run. On the season, looking to spark a Husky rally here in the 6th. And that pitch is taken for strike 1. 2 balls, 1 strike. 1 out, nobody on for the Huskies, who haven't had very many runners this game. Granadino looking to reconfirm the count with the umpire. The umpire obliges, and we're back at it. And that is Pope tailing fly ball to center field. Diving attempt by Perez goes for naught, and Granadino has herself a double in the dust. Great effort by Perez, just comes up a little bit short. And we have a replay of the effort by Perez. Well, let's take a look. Perez has beaten it, but that wind obviously took the tail and it just out of the outstretched diving Perez. And the quick throw almost gets Granadino at second. And back out to center. Perez has a better beat on this one. Gets the ball in quick and almost doubles up Granadino at second. Yeah, that fly ball was the second out of the inning. Perez almost gets the Huskies out of the 6th. Now with 2 outs, it's the catcher Johns going to the plate. The Huskies are trying to put together a 2-out rally here. Runner at second, 2 outs. And that first pitch is up and away for ball 1. 1-0 is the count. 2 outs, runner on second for the Huskies here in the top of the 6th. And that is flied over. Feeblis has a beat on it, and that'll put it away for the fly out to end the 6th. And after 5.5, the Lancers lead the Huskies by 3. Here we go. The Huskies are running out of time here with only 1 more at bat. But in order to do so, they got to get the Huskies out without giving up any more runs to give themselves an opportunity. We have Coach Monica Tantlinger, 6th season at PCC with an overall record of 105 wins, 94 losses, 1 draw. 2017, 2018 SoCal playoff qualifiers. Not to mention, she is also the president of the California Community College Fast Pitch Coaches Association, which is a big honor for Pasadena City College to have such a renowned and respected coach on their sideline. So the Huskies are looking to put a little bit of space between them and the Huskies going into the Huskies' final at bat. And leading it off, it is going to be second baseman Danielle Ruiz. Ruiz is a freshman out of South El Monte. And on the season, Ruiz is hitting .351 with a .471 on-base percentage, 14 RBIs, and again, 13 walks to 9 strikes. 20 hits overall on the season. Already positioned as the first baseman tight up the line, third baseman playing even with the bag, everyone else playing straight away, and Ruiz squares around to start. That pitch is taken low and away for ball 1 here to start the bottom half of the 6th. And here comes the pitch. Taken high, ball 2, 2-0 is the count. Nobody on, nobody out here for the Lancers in the 6th. Leading by 3, looking to add more of some insurance runs. in there for a strike. 2 balls, 1 strike. Ruiz very patient at the plate, looking to get on. And that'll even it up at 2 balls, 2 strikes. And here we go. And that'll run the count full. 3 balls, 2 strikes to Perez. Make that Ruiz. Payoff pitch coming. And fly ball, shortstop goes out, left fielder's coming on. Left fielder takes it for the first out of the inning. Now taking the plate for the Lancers is the DH, Rios. Lexi Rios, 5'5" freshman out of Arroyo High School in El Monte. And she'll start the at-bat squared up. And we'll pull it back. Castro with the pitch. On the inside half, fouled away. And it's going to be 1 ball, 2 strikes with nobody on and 1 out here. And don't flinch. That one is rolled in for ball number 2. 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Nobody on here for the Lancers. As the winds begin to gust, this time from center field straight through the plate. And that one is up and away for ball 3. 3 balls, 1 strike. Lexi Diaz looking to get on, followed by Jenny Chacon, the catcher. One pitch coming. And that one is fouled off on the inner half. Count is now full. 3 balls, 2 strikes to Lexi Rios. As Acosta has been pounding the inner half of the plate since she came into the game in the 4th. Payoff pitch coming. And that'll be ball 4 on the inside. That pitch tailed a bit too far in. And Rios finds herself at first with 1 out. And Jenny Chacon coming to the plate. And Lexi Rios is going to be substituted for a pinch runner, Leilani Montanez, sophomore out of Monrovia. Now in softball, the DH is allowed to be substituted for a runner, so that doesn't necessarily end Rios' afternoon, but it is Chacon at the plate. Montanez leads away from first, does not go. On the season, she is 7 of 9 for steals and has scored 9 times. Catcher needed to adjust some equipment there, so we are back at it. The corners are in tight. 1-0's the count. 1 out, 1 on. Fouled back by Chacon. And the count is even. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. And here we go. That one is fouled off and to the right and on to Fair Oaks. And we have contact as a F-150 takes it on the grill. That pitch was built for tough. And here we go back at the at-bat. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. And taken for outside for ball 2. Montanez got well off first, no throw from the catcher. And Chacon quickly back in the box. Castro looking to be a bit more deliberate. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. And that is skied high in the infield. Montanez got far off. The shortstop comes in, it bounces. Has a play at second. Go to second for the out. As Montanez was caught in no man's land with a fly ball on the infield. It's always trouble when you get a fly ball in the infield when everybody has to come in on it. Shortstop had a long way to go and just doesn't come up with it, but fortunately for the Huskies, has a throw at second to get the second out of the inning. Trying to extend the inning for the Lancers is Gabi Perez. And Chacon replaces Montanez at first. First pitch is low and inside for ball 1. And again, the right field wall has begun to bend quite a bit. Perez squares around the left-handed hitter. And that's a pass ball, and it's going to be Chacon finding her way to second. That one just got away. Now Gabi Perez finds herself with a run-scoring opportunity here with Chacon at second. Obvious RBI opportunity for the former Esteban Torres High School center fielder. And here we go. On the outside for ball 2, 2 balls, no strikes. 2 outs, runner at second. And should Perez get on, it'll be Elise Allen on deck waiting to hit. 3-0 count. And here we go, Perez squares around. 3-1 is the count. And it's wrapped to the second baseman who catches it on a line, and that'll do it for the Lancers here in the 6th. Coming up, it'll be the top of the 7th, the Huskies' last chance of the afternoon to make something happen here as they trail 3-0 to the Pasadena City Lancers. And again, you're watching PCC TV, a production of Pasadena City College television and radio program. And another in-between innings lap here from the Huskies. And it looks like it will be Austin Helmuth coming out to finish it, looking for her 9th complete game of the season. And no other positional changes for the Lancers. Hellmuth is looking to get her 9th complete game of the season. Complete game shutout is within reach. Just 3 more outs. It's well within her means. It definitely has been the Wizarding world of Austin Hellmuth today on the hill. She's really baffled this Husky lineup. And the winds have brought down the left field wall. And we're gonna have a little quick rebuilding exercise. As we enter the 7th here, the Huskies' final at bat. Trailing by 3, looking to make something happen. Austin Hellmuth facing off against Toronto. First pitch is in there for strike 1. Still shaping that off-speed pitch just magically. Oh, slap to the second baseman. And Ruiz has it and whips it over to first for the first out of the inning. 1 down, 2 to go here in the 7th. And the penultimate opportunity here for the Huskies. Mendez strides to the plate. And Hellmuth has been very efficient today. That one is in low for ball 1. 1-0 is the count. 1 out, nobody on here for the Huskies as they try to snatch victory out of the hands of defeat, trailing by 3 in the 7th inning here. Pitch is up and away, ball 2, 2-0. That one bounces in for ball 3, 3-0 is the count. Nobody warming in the bullpen for the Lancers. This looks to be Hellmuth's game to finish. And that one is wrapped from Madrano at short. Madrano over to Feeblis at first, and that'll be out number 2. And the last chance for the Huskies is in the form of Destiny Avina. Over 3 on the afternoon. And the last ditch effort for ELAC here in the 7th. The Lancers in their last game out hit the magical 20 game mark, looks to go 21. And that is sky to left. Velasquez has a beat on it, and that is gonna do it here at Robinson Park as the Lancers take down the Huskies 3-0. And now pull within 6 games of the first place Mount San Antonio College Mounties. And this is definitely the way you want to start the sprint as they finish towards the season with 8 games and 12 days ahead of them. Again, we have another complete game shutout from Austin Hellmuth. That'll be number 9 as far as complete games go. And Coach Tantlinger has her 106th victory of her Pasadena City College coaching career. And a good sign of sportsmanship as you have the traditional slapping of hands at home plate. Congratulations. For Pasadena City College, PCC TV, I'm Alfonso Hernandez. Thank you for joining us, and you can look for us on YouTube at PCC TV. Thank you for joining.